What's up everybody, Luke Sampson here. I am the newest member of Team Prodiscus, and I am super stoked to get out here and try out these new Frisbees I got. Got 2 boxes full, we got all the different molds. We're gonna be tossing them in this baseball field here to my right. It's a little windy out here, so we're gonna take that into consideration. I'll make sure you know which way the wind's going, and enjoy. Thank you, Sparta. Totem. Alright, we made it back in from the field. I'm gonna do my best to speak up because it's windy today. We had about a 10 to 12 mile per hour tailwind on all those shots you just saw, so we're gonna go through it and what I like and what my reactions were. Origo, very nice. I'm definitely preferring the baseline. I've always been that way for my throwing putters. It seems like they have a slower turn phase when they turn up. Really like the Origo. Premium Origo, very good too. Seems like a bit flippier. Sparta, very nice. For me, I think this will be, if I need to trust something that's not going to turn, but it's not going to be that disc like the Jokeri that you got to hammer to throw straight, so you can still be a little touchy. Jokeri, oh my gosh, yeah, this is as good as everybody says. It eats the wind. Just throw it through the wind, throw it hard, throw it flat, watch it go. Boom. Jokeri X, just a bit more overstable. Very nice. I think I'll throw this one probably just as often as a Jokeri. Okay, yeah, this is a behemoth, beastie, Troija. The most overstable mid-range I have thrown. We'll see use, forehand and backhand, possibly scrambling forehand rollers. Actually, more than possibly, it's gonna happen. On to the mid-ranges. We got the Midari X and the Midari. I think I've thrown this one a few times now. I might not show all of them, but I think the Midari X is more flippy than the Midari, which could be just this mold, but I really like it. I will throw the Midari much more because it already does have some turn, and I'll be able to handle it through the wind a bit more. All right, we're on to the Unicorn. This thing I think is my favorite mid-range. Right now it's definitely got some beef, but I know I can tame it. Get it to do whatever I want. It's holding the Anheuser for a little bit for me, but once I get this thing beat in, I think it's just going to be my go-to straight, hammer it hard type disc. So I really like the Unicorn, my most favorite mid-range so far. Amulet. I have another Amulet that has less dome that I've been throwing more. It's been in the bag all season, and it is very, very beefy. These ones are a little more straight. I like them. Very useful disc. And the PR, I don't really know what the PR is. It is very similar to the Amulet, slightly sharper around the edge, and it's very beefy. Probably gonna make the bag. Onto the Fairway drivers, Laser Eye. This thing is a touchy disc. Wooded hyzer flips for sure. Gonna make sure not to throw this one too hard or else it might become a roller. Had the tailwind on our helping side today when we were throwing these, and it had some good flights out of it. I could see myself throwing down tunnels with this. Needed to get up to 400 feet, maybe even further. Very good disc. Respecti. This one will be thrown very often. It is beefy. It is probably around a 10 speed if I had to guess. Just consistent. It's gonna go, if you throw a hard flat, it's gonna go for a little bit and then give you that fade. Not much turn at all. I would say zero turn on the Respecti. And then the Talisman. This one is really nice. This one is kind of, it's probably gonna get thrown the most out of all the Fairway drivers. It is torque resistant. I've thrown it forehand as well, and it doesn't fade too much. So it's gonna stay straight, little baby fade at the end. Similar to a seasoned like 9403 style disc. Very nice. What else do we got here? Razor Eye. So this disc, I have a couple of them, different plastics. They say it's 0.4. I would call this one maybe -1 and -2. Could be just the molds that I have, but they're turning up on me. Very fast, very flat. I can see myself throwing this on forehands more frequently than not. Razor Eye. Empire, 2 different molds or 2 different plastics here. These guys are much more overstable. Just like any distance driver, you're gonna have some variance. I like these a lot. They're fast, predictable for sure with this blue one, and flat top. Gonna be more keen for me to throw in this one on sidearm than the backhand. Which brings me to my favorite backhand distance driver, the Totem. This thing is overstable. I've been throwing it, it's been fighting out on an Anheuser, eating the wind, definitely making the bag, and probably gonna be thrown on here in Jonesboro at least 90% of the distance tee shots. So that's just a quick overview. It's been my favorite disc, and I'm sure it's one of the ones you've heard from Prodiscus. It's one I love throwing putters, and we got 2 molds, Jokeri X. We're gonna dive deep into there, talk more about it, what could be compared to, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching. We got the Patreon. This is a very flippy, I'd say 7-speed disc. It's gonna be used for more utility shots for me, patent pending, hyzer flips, get out of jail. It's got quite a bit of turn, as you saw. I was throwing in a tailwind there. I was still managing to almost make it into a roller. So this one might not see as much action as the Laser Eye or the Talisman, but also very good disc. Flippiest of the distance fairway drivers I've thrown so far. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be doing individual disc reviews here coming up, so about 1 video a week. You can subscribe to stay tuned on that. We're gonna go through all the different Prodiscus molds. I know that also I didn't get any in the mail, but the Slady and the Titan are 2 that I've heard are amazing discs. Really excited to get those in my hands and try those out as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time.